What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's vlog. I'm about to make myself a little lunch for breakfast because that's just what I am in the mood for. This is what's happening behind me. Yes, it's the Super Bowl today. Yes, you're gonna get to play with Norman in your football. You guys haven't met Norman yet, so we are gonna be babysitting Norman for a little bit. My sister's new golden retriever puppy. So freaking cute. So I'll share him on the vlog so you guys can meet Norman, who wants to be Bruce Wayne's best friend. I don't think we're there yet, you guys. It's gonna take a few minutes. We're getting close, but Jason and I already had a great workout this morning. We hit some back, so we'll share that footage with you guys. We did back and biceps, and then we went to Country Max, which is a really cool little pet store. I don't know if they have them all over the place or what, but Bruce Wayne got himself a little treat there too. It was really cute. It was adorable, so I didn't know you already gave him the football, babe.
He's had the football. He's had the football.
Oh my goodness, what a good day Bruce Wayne's had so far. And it's about to get even better. But first, lunch, I'm gonna make up one of my favorite things I've been eating. I don't know why this combination just hits me right. Been doing the kale gnocchi. I really like these. And I do cook them up on the stovetop. I use like a tablespoon of this organic basting oil. And then one of my favorite vegetables is the good old carrot. So this is a big ass carrot. I'm gonna cut that up, do carrots, kale gnocchi, and then throw a protein source with it. So I'll show you the finished product, but that's kind of been my go-to. And my pile of supplements. And real quick, before anyone's like, aren't carrots like super high in sugar? Let's actually break down a carrot real quick here. I just had one serving size, one 7-inch long. I'd say 7 inches is long, wouldn't you ladies? Carrot, that's pretty much what I just chopped up. 7 carbohydrates, 30 calories, 2 grams of fiber, 5 of that are naturally occurring sugars. Would I consider that high sugar? No ma'am, no mister, I would not consider that high sugar. The grand scheme of things, 5 grams of sugar in your total diet is not considered high sugar. Are you eating an entire bag of carrots? Likely you're not. Would that be higher in sugar? Yes. But when you're talking sugar in a carrot compared to eating a candy bar, this is a bit different. This has fiber in it. The way your body absorbs and digests this carrot versus a candy bar is going to be much different. You are not going to have the same spike in glucose that everyone's so concerned about. Just a warning to you, be careful what rabbit holes you're falling down into when it comes to your nutrition. I like to focus on the basics. Eat fruits and vegetables, okay? Unless you have an allergy or something, obviously, that's different. Carrots are likely not what's caused the obesity epidemic. Do you know what I'm saying? So just really, I wouldn't be too concerned with what vegetables you're putting in your mouth. I would just put vegetables in your mouth. Steaming up. Final product here, I added in some 99 ground turkey burger, and then I'm gonna add to it some of my favorite G. Hughes sugar-free honey mustard dipping sauce. This ends up being such a good meal combination. And I added some pink salt on top too.
Really good set.
Yeah, I feel like I could have gripped it a little better. The grip makes all the difference.
If you super squeeze, like really hard.
It's like I had my right hand all the way around, but I didn't have it like tightly gripped.
If you can see, even compared to my hand goes around it super easy. So the harder you can grip, it just makes it lighter. 1, 2, 3, go. Squeeze it good. There you go. Same weight, but it looked easier.
Felt easier. That grip makes all the difference.
Go for it.
I can tell when you're nearing
Her elbows back behind her lats as far as she can. That's all she wrote. So yeah, she's trying to bring her arm back as far as she can and squeeze, and not just stop right there, but get it past
It's important, you know, just going through the motions. You want to really
squeeze that.
squeeze it.
She's keeping her back nice and flat at this angle. Spine's neutral. And do you like it more overhand like that, or like the underhand grip?
Underhand does not feel natural to me, so I always do overhand grip.
Not feel natural, or does it just like not feel good?
No, like it doesn't feel natural to me. I feel like I'm not doing the movement right.
Oh, okay.
So
too awkward for
I
you?
always do overhand.
I usually do both. I usually do overhand
Probably
more.
good to do both to kind of get used to both.
Yeah.
I like the lat press down with the bar because depending on your width, if you will, you just kind of hit your lats a bit different. I like this one as like a finisher move on back day because I really feel like I burn out my lats, where it's almost a failure on this movement.
Yeah, I like this more than using a rope.
Yeah, because for me, I really can feel like you can really get what angle you need.
And I have long arms, so.
Yeah, so your hand grip's going to be way different than mine, where it's right here, even outside my shoulders. I feel it in my lats.
Yeah.
Wanted to share with you guys Jason and I's new favorite way to do our afternoon coffee. We had been going to Starbucks a lot, which you know is like $5 a coffee, so it'd be $10 for the two of us, but Jason found this at Target. That seems to be the only place we can find it. You can find the iced coffee many places, but you need the cold brew. It makes all the difference. So it's black, unsweetened. There's nothing in there except the cold brew, and it's just so delicious. So been doing this, and I am someone that will I don't mind spending my calories, whatever, on a little creamer. It's something I can't live without. So this is the white chocolate mocha creamer, Starbucks brand as well. Usually like a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half does the trick for me, and then add in a little coconut stevia drops. And something about putting it in like a mug like this is from Walmart, you guys. Something about putting it in a mug with lots of ice, it just tastes so freaking good. So just wanted to share that in case you need to save a little coin. Make it at home. Tastes better too, quite honestly, it does.
Hey Norman, yay buddy! Hey buddy! Hey buddy!
Want you guys to meet my nephew Norman. He's 9 weeks old now? 10 weeks old. And he just got done going for a nice long walk on the canal with Bruce Wayne. This is their, what, 5th or 6th interaction together?
I think 6.
So they're definitely learning each other. Norman's very confident with him. Bruce is learning to tolerate him. So we've just been looking after little Norman. He took himself a little nap after we did the canal walk. That tuckered him out and Bruce Wayne quite a bit. Jason's going outside with the two of them to run around a little bit. I'm just working on some client emails. They're figuring it out. He's letting Norman sniff his Jolly Ball right now, so that's a good sign. 10 out of 10 recommend these Trader Joe's dark chocolate drizzled plantain chips. They have a little bit of sea salt on them. They're super good, and actually a serving of them goes like a good ways. If you're just someone like myself who has a little sweet tooth, just needs to kind of have that sweet and salty combo, so good. But I'm actually really hungry, so I think I'm gonna make something a little bit more substantial while I'm finishing up work. Jason went and brought Norman home, so we're sad about that. Something I've really been enjoying recently now that I have my Peloton, I'm so excited it's here. I'm gonna actually review it for you guys in a little bit here as part of this vlog, but one of the things that's so nice for me having that piece of equipment in my basement is being able to do cardio whenever I feel like it now. Not having to like fit it in when I go to the gym or even before work, because honestly, I just wasn't motivated to do self-guided cardio in my basement, whereas having the bike, it's nice because then I can do it really whenever works best for me. And something I hadn't been doing, well, I hadn't been doing cardio at all, but something new for me is now being able to kind of add it in at the end of my day. And I've really been liking that because I normally like get my workout done in the morning, at least my lift. That way it's done, no excuses, blah, blah, blah. But cardio for me is actually very therapeutic. So I like kind of saving that as my end of the day treat. It could backfire if I get lazy, tired, whatever, but so far so good. I kind of like having that to look forward to, honestly. It's my little me time downstairs, listening to good music, kind of taking the pace how I need to. So yeah, that's my plan, is to do some cardio in a little bit. So working on finishing up my emails, and I'm gonna make something to eat right now. That way when I actually do cardio, I didn't just eat or whatever. So gotta figure out what I want. Snacked on those plantain chips, had a serving of those, which they're really good, but just made me realize how hungry I am. So that's kind of what snacking can do sometimes. So let's get some food together. And this guy's just like, he's beat. He like does not know what happened today with all the Norman fun. He's such a good boy though. So good with Norman. This probably looks gross, but it's just 96 lean beef, and I melted some cheese on top. It looks funny because it's this Trader Joe's caramelized onion cheddar cheese. It's so tasty. So I just sliced off not even an ounce of it and melted it on top. I'm gonna use a little ketchup, and then to keep it real simple, just gonna have some fruit with it. We've got some pineapple here and some organic raspberries. So I'm gonna eat that, and that should tide me over for a little bit. All right, guys, I wanted to go through my review of the Peloton bike. Totally unsponsored, obviously, but I ordered this in November. It came February 26th.
No.
February 26th. It came January 26th. It was supposed to come December 26th, the day after Christmas. It was supposed to be my gift, and then it got pushed back. So the one thing I will say with Peloton that I was disappointed in would be the fact that their inventory and shipment just didn't match up. I don't know, it was a whole mess. A lot of people complained about not receiving their bikes very timely. What I will say to that though is anytime I called Peloton to kind of push the issue with them, they were very responsive, helpful, and they did kind of help push up my timeline a bit. So
because they did, after they canceled, they said February 26th.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be December 26th. Then the third party company called me and said February 26th, and I said, no ma'am, that's not gonna work. So then I called Peloton, and they're like, no, let's get you scheduled for January. So I called them in January to make sure, verified everything was all good in the hood, and then it ended up being like a 1-day delay, which from that date, not a big deal. So it took me 2 months to get it. I know it's important for some of you guys looking to order it. I think it's gonna depend, and I would advise you to like kind of stay on Peloton and call them. I just got the original bike, I guess. There's like a fancier one you can get, but I got the original one. I did add in the shoes with it because I heard if you get your own shoes, it doesn't necessarily clip on. You have to get the cage. So I did their shoes with it, and I also did the thing where it came with the 3-pound weights, because there are classes where you can do like arms and stuff like that. It's not just cycling, which is super cool. So the bike itself, overall, I love it. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I absolutely love it. I think it's 100% worth the money that I paid for it. You can use the Peloton app with other bikes, so maybe that's the route you go if you're looking to save some coin. But I will say, for the classes that are on here, the way it's set up, the way it tracks everything, it's so super cool, and it's really motivating to me. This is gonna be going into week 3 that I've had this bike, and not only myself, but Jason's using it too. We also got him some spin shoes, so He's got his own profile too.
Can I do one complaint?
Yeah.
Turning this on, it takes forever to load.
It does take a bit, so it's
because
not
that might be important to people.
Yeah, and the other thing I will say, like, not to sound bougie, but actually adjusting the spin bike as someone who used to take spin classes in a gym, I guess I was expecting it to feel super easy breezy and glidey with moving it and readjusting it, and I find it to be a little bit clunky, almost feels a little bit cheaper than what I would have anticipated.
Why don't you show this one?
So just like readjusting it. So I mean, it goes up and down, but it's just not, to me it's not.
It's not smooth.
It
you can see it
sticks a little bit. This one's okay.
It's just cheap plastic.
The one with the display up front, that one is a little bit dicier, I feel like, to adjust. Just make sure I have this in my adjustments.
See.
Hip level. So it does, yeah. It takes a minute to turn on. I'm Dietitangal, if you want to add me, or Flood JLC. I thought of that name because there's a Friends episode where it's like Gal Pal Rachel Green.
Oh,
I forget
yeah.
where her username was, but so I thought of Dietitian Gal. Anyways, so yeah, the bike itself though, okay, a couple other little things. I'm just not a pro with clipping in, so it did take me a little bit with the clipping in. It took me a minute, but a lot of you guys said you noticed with the Peloton it does take a little bit to clip in.
Hit the brake, it makes it easier. That's how I do it.
That one always takes me a little bit more on the right. So anyways, clipping in, clipping out, that was just a whole other ball game for me because I had never done the whole official cycle shoe, so I can't really compare to other bikes. But what's so cool about this is all the different programs, and I have to say, I keep doing Cody Rigsby's classes because I absolutely love him. I love his energy. I love the music that he plays. So it's really neat to kind of find the instructors that vibe with you, which I think is so important for anyone doing group classes. It's like really important that you feel that flow with the instructor that pushes you and motivates you. So I love that. I love that you have different options here. The schedule, I've done a couple different things. There's no more live classes tonight, but it gives you the full schedule. So like tomorrow morning, if I wanted to do a 45-minute ride, I could do Count Me In and kind of program myself to do that ride. They have all different kinds of live classes. And then if you can't do the live classes, you can go in and do like any of the other pre-recorded classes. So you can do it based on instructor, you can do it based on duration, my favorite is doing it based on music genre. So I always go in under pop and like find the people that did pop classes, because that's just my shit. And then between the cycling classes up here, you also have boot camps, there's strength training classes, cardio. So you've got like a lot of other app options within the app, I guess, that you don't need the bike for. So I've done more of the cycling classes so far, and I do love it. I don't know where you are. I'm out of breath already. I'm so out of shape. That's why I didn't want to share my username yet, because I had like the leaderboard really was it hurt my ego when I saw where I was on that leaderboard, because she is not in shape. The quads are burning. I am really hoping to tone up this lower body. What else do I want to say about the bike? Comes with headphones. It's
Garbage.
The thing I don't like about that is you can't like change the volume of the music unless someone has a Peloton and can tell me how to do that. Like
No, you can change the music. You go under settings, volume.
Oh.
You can't change the music during.
While you're in the class though.
Yes. Yep.
So that to me is a downside, because some songs I would want to turn up while others I wouldn't. So that's a little weird.
Just stand there.
Taking on the home screen, or no, not the home screen, the Dietitangal screen. It's cool because it kind of tracks for you like what I've done. So I've done 7 classes so far, and there's like different achievements and milestones, personal records. So it kind of maintains all this information for you, and I'm someone that's like really motivated by all that. Like for me, being able to see that I did 4 classes last week, I really want to get 4 classes in this week too, which means it's on tonight. I'm definitely getting a class in. So I like that you can just kind of like look at your calendar. You can set those goals for yourself. So again, that's probably all stuff you could do with the app with a different bike. For me, I am someone who wants it simple, easy peasy. So getting the whole meal deal package was worth it to me, and I feel like it's definitely worth the investment for how much Jason and I have already used it.
Yeah,
can't really speak to longevity of it yet, but this is...
It's quiet too. That's another thing. That's another thing
yes.
that they might want to know in case like they want to get it, but their
right.
significant other doesn't want to listen busting out cardio.
I was worried about that.
Pedal hard.
Oh, pedal hard.
That's quiet.
That's very quiet.
That's very quiet.
Which is nice because I might do cardio, like I've been doing it either in the morning or at nighttime when Jason's like winding down for the night. He can't hear me down here. Or even if it was upstairs, like your significant other probably wouldn't really hear you. So
I still think of cardio with Kara where you just do your talk.
Do you guys want that?
I face this way so it would look like this without, you know, you wouldn't see the sides.
I have to get in good enough shape where I can actually talk and do this.
Fun fact, this is our Buff Bunny filming room.
It is.
Lately.
It is.
And I just tried to soundproof the ceiling to make improvements over last video to get rid of some echo.
Yes.
So I just, I'm working on soundproofing it a little bit. We're always trying to up our game.
Always trying to improve. Side note, thanks for everyone that did use support code Kara. Shop in your Buff Bunny. Always appreciate it. I'm doing giveaways kind of continuously now to get back to you guys. So anytime you do use my support code, screenshot it, send it over to me. Anything else on the bike?
Unclipping is more difficult.
Unclipping's a little awkward. Thankfully, like you guys gave me tips on Instagram. For me to break it, and then, no, I'm not gonna be able to do it.
You gotta twist your foot.
I know, I'm trying on this side first. I don't want to unclip right now.
It's a little difficult.
It's a little tight. I don't know why I had no issues out there, but I don't know why I can't right now. I'm stuck. Some people said they just keep their shoes clipped in and come out of their shoes, but because Jason uses this too, we're like constantly getting in and out and changing the settings on the bike. So I'm gonna stay here for a while. So for me personally, the only regret I have is not buying it sooner. I kind of spent 2020 not doing a lot of cardio, making excuses why I wasn't doing cardio. And then when I had my heart set on getting this bike, I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait and do cardio when I get this bike. But it has been everything I needed. I enjoy cardio, don't get me wrong, I do. I find a therapeutic value in it, but having something like this makes it so much easier to get it done. Like if you sign yourself up to do that live class, it helps you stay accountable. I don't know, I'm finding the fun in cardio again. So for me, that was definitely worth the investment. This is something I feel like I'll use all the time. So even in the summer months, I see myself using this. So I'm definitely super impressed with it so far, and I need to get myself saddled up for a ride tonight. All ready for this?
Go get it.
But easy.
Easy.
Good boy, Bruce Wayne. Good boy. Tell the vlog we'll see him in the next one, buddy. Like and subscribe.